It's time now for the Sports Zone, now in high definition.
Good evening and thanks for joining us inside the 12 Sports Zone. In his final year at Fairmont State, Shammgod Wells is leaving his mark by playing a sport that's embedded in his bloodline. Time now to catch up with Wells in this week's College Spotlight.
His leadership this year it's remarkable. It's made my job really easy.
Any team making a run at a national title needs a strong leader. At number 2 Fairmont State, that leader is Shammgod Wells. This season, the senior point guard from Harlem, New York, embraced a new role as sixth man after starting for 3 seasons. Wells accepted that role because it's what's best for the team and because he trusts fifth-year head coach Jared Calhoun.
Coach Calhoun told me it was going to be tough. And he told me coming as a freshman, I would have to be a leader. I would have to be these things. And I just loved his message, and I loved what he was trying to do for the town.
When Wells and Calhoun had that conversation 4 years ago, Wells didn't have a scholarship offer. Now he's the catalyst of an unbeaten title contender.
We've changed our entire system to a passing type team, to a running team. It's a fun style of play, but without Sham leading that charge, we would not be where we're at.
Even in a revised role, Wells is still rewriting records. In January, he became Fairmont's all-time steals leader. He needs 30 more assists to set another career mark. Those records will mean more to Wells after he graduates, but right now, the Falcons are focused on winning a title.
The individual stats are great. You know, like that's stuff that I'll never forget, but the main thing that I really won't forget is winning the championship with this group of guys and letting all of us go down in the record books.
Being remembered is important to Wells, an athlete whose name bears another legacy altogether. Wells is the son of God Shammgod, one of the greatest ball handlers of all time and the creator of an ankle-breaking crossover known as the Shammgod.
The move is just you have a defender on you, and they're playing you pretty close, and you just throw the ball out, and when they reach for it, you just snatch it back.
God Shammgod was drafted by the Wizards in 1997, and as a child, Wells watched his father's career unfold. When he's on the court, he keeps those memories in mind and plays to protect the reputation of his name.
I don't want anybody going back to their hometown or going back to their friends saying, oh, you know the guy Shammgod, you know, I scored on his son or something like that. Those are things that drive me. Those are things that I think about during the game.
But 400 miles away from his hometown, Wells has a unique opportunity to accomplish something with his, quote, basketball family. The Falcons have a shot to run the table and win a conference title in a league many call the toughest in the nation.
You know, we just really want to send these guys out in the final chapter to be able to flip that page one day and say national champions, regular season championships, maybe tournament champions. But we also know it's going to be very difficult, and Sham's got to continue to lead this team down the stretch and do what he's done all year.